Let fear propel you. Let it no longer hold you back. Let it no longer suffocate you. No matter what, there's always going to be small ounces of fear. So instead of just letting it define you and cripple you and literally stomp you out and be pressed on your neck and like a nuisance that you keep on pulling and tugging, because a lot of us let fear define us. A lot of us let fear hold us back from entering new relationships, entering new jobs, entering new positions in life. We let fear cripple us to the point we don't even allow ourselves to move, allow ourselves to breathe. I was so fearful of the sound of my own voice, how it sounded, how awkward it was. At the beginning of YouTube, I hated it. I hated it so much. It took me like a year and a half, and I've been doing YouTube for 2 years, mind you. I hated the first year and a half, not because of the content I was producing. I thought it was pretty great. But hearing the sound of my own voice makes me want to throw up. Makes me want to throw up. Like, I hate it so much. But after a while, I was just like, no, it's okay. It's beautiful. It's unique. It's a voice. No voice in this world is so perfect. So what the hell was I suffocating myself about? Yes, I do get tongue-tied when it comes to certain words, and I have a hard time articulating my thoughts and my ideas, but I'm not going to let that hold me back from speaking my mind and voicing my opinion. So I did it scared. I hated driving to my core. To my core. Do you like my mic, by the way? I hated driving with my whole core. During the pandemic, when I was taking the bus and driving through Sutphin, if you know, you know, and some crackhead got on the bus and got it naked, completely and utterly naked. And when you see unwanted peen, that propels you to do things that you don't want to do, like driving. I hated driving because I was just like, what happens if I hit somebody? What happens if somebody hits me? And the spacing. I hate parking more than anything still. I can't park to save my life. But I still do it. I still drive. I still have a little bit of fear of me, but I push through it. Fear is supposed to hold you back and protect you, yada, yada, yada. It does not. It cripples you. So use fear as an advantage. If you fear things, push yourself through it. Oh, I'm scared to do this shit. I'm gonna do it anyways. I personally feel we make ourselves comfortable for the wrong things. What I mean to say is, like, I was comfortable in my job, my previous job, and I hated that job. You could hate a place and still be comfortable at a place. Like, I hated I hated the customers. I hated the management. The only person I really liked was 1 or 2 friends that I don't even talk to. Maybe one person I like. Hey, Amanda. The rest of y'all. Oh, and Michaela. There's a lot of people I actually like from that job. There's a lot of people I have no relationship with, and I don't want any relationship with you ever. But yeah, I liked the job because of those people who made me feel safe and comfortable. The environment was just shitty. So let me tell you, there was like 20% comfort and 80% hate. And I stayed. My previous relationship, there was 80% distress and 20% comfort. My family relationships that I have with some people, 80% stress, 20% comfort. And that 20% literally is not something you should stay for. 20% of comfort, of peace, when 80% of the days are chaotic. Are you insane? Like 100 days, 80% of painful memories and 20 days of peace. It is not worth it. It is not worth it at all. But I stayed because comfort could be crippling. We make ourselves comfortable in the most uncomfortable positions, because I feel like your body tells you, hey, we have no business being here, but we force our body to stay in places we have no business being in, because we find something about this toxic and chaotic environment peaceful. Even though our body is saying that, hey, let's resist this, hey, let's be better, hey, let's break generational trauma. No, we coach our mind into thinking elsewise. So the point of this video is, let fear not be what holds you back. Look at it as a positive. Look at anger, look at hate, look at every negative emotion you have inside of you as a positive. You are never going to be perfect. If your one reason of living in life is to be happy, what a miserable way to live. My goal in life is to be peaceful. Even the person who is struggling with finances and relationships, although they have peace in their heart, they still know what struggle is. They make their peace with it, because having human emotions is a beautiful concept, and trying to cut off the negative ones is dumb. And it doesn't make sense, because how do you know if you're happy if you've never been sad? How do you know if you've been brave if you've never had fear? How do you know if this person is the person who makes you feel safe and secure if you've never had relationships where it was hard and difficult to manage? How do you know these things? Sometimes we forget the awful things help us to appreciate the good things, even though they have been more awful times than they have been good. The purpose of like joy and the purpose of happiness is like, sometimes you have to go through pain and distress to understand and appreciate all the things that you have in your life. So at the end of this note, do it fearfully. Take a leap, do it fearfully. Let them reject you, it's fine. Let them shit on you, it's fine. Do not fear those possibilities. Don't fear. And please, for the love of God, I personally want some type of fear in my relationship, and hear me out. I want my person to be so comfortable with me, but let there be 20-30% of fear of them losing me. Meaning, like, if they don't act right and if they do not keep on presenting their love and their kindness and their decency, even on their worst days, and they think taking advantage of me, treating me like shit, treating me like something that they could step on is love, is kindness, they could kick rocks and die and eat shit. Because at the end of the day, if you think you could bully me and make me feel horrible about myself, and that love is going to be what protects us and what shields us, is insane behavior. I feel like people don't understand the true meaning of rider. Rider means we'll navigate ourselves through poverty, through hardship, and we'll hold each other up. I'll want the best out of you. Even if all you see is the worst in you, I'll see the best in you. It does not mean cheating, disrespect, pure resentment, pure hatred. That is not what a rider is. Do you understand that? A rider is somebody who will love you and care about you through your worst emotional turmoil. Not someone you cheat on and disrespect, you goofs. Anyways, that being said, I want a little bit of fear, because if they don't act right, they know for a fact I'll leave. I will never get comfortable with somebody disrespecting me and treating me like shit ever again. I'm talking to my family, I'm talking to my friends. If you don't feel like you could present a loving and kind and safe environment for me, then don't be in my space, because that's what all I want to provide for you is. Okay? So do that shit fearfully, and don't get comfortable in places that make you feel like shit. Okay? I'll see you for the next time, and hopefully this message resonates with people who it needs to. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and be there for yourself. You deserve all of what life has to offer. Bye.